2025 will be pivotal. This year, we saw the annual growth of on-chain compute on the internet computer exceed 500% for the first time, and the ICP token became deflationary several times. That means that the amount of ICP being converted into cycles to power computation, which gets burned, exceeded those the protocol minted for governance stakers and node providers running the sovereign hardware that hosts the network.
Okay, in today's video about ICP, I want to talk about this specific part of this clip from Dominic Williams and tell you why I was actually completely wrong about this thing. And at the moment in ICP, something else is kind of happening. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you are a regular viewer of the channel, you probably remember that I think it was around 2 months ago that I made an ICP video, and in it, I specifically talked about this clip. And the idea back in the day was that if we get a move down in ICP starting from these areas, because I remember we were actually right around here, I said, assuming that we are having a lot of real world adoption, if we get a move down, at that point, the tokenomics are going to get deflationary. Why is that? Because the number of ICP burned tokens is going to surpass the number of ICP generated tokens in a period of time, for example, right around these low prices. Now, why did I say that? Let's go on this chart. Okay, so this is the total ICP burned tokens chart. And as you can see, in the last couple of months, since the launch of BOB protocol, we have seen a massive spike in this metric. But for me, this wasn't really enough. And like I said, in that specific update 2 months ago, I cared about real world adoption because in here ICP tokens are getting burned in order to cover the cost of network up and running. Now, if network usage is down, then okay, at that point we don't really need to burn a lot of ICP tokens. But if you remember, I said if we see real world adoption, at that point, network usage, hopefully, despite the price going down, is going to stay relatively the same. And well, as a result of that, we are going to just burn a hell of a lot of more ICP tokens. So did that happen or not? Because we all say that this number is going up at kind of a bit of a rapid pace. So it must be a very bullish sign. Yes? Well, maybe not. Because we talked about this metric so many times, cycle burn rate, and I think it's right in here. There we go. And I want to be very clear, the fact that at the moment we are still above these levels can be a bullish sign, indicating that we are having some, and again, this is a very important point, some real world adoption. But was this actually enough for ICP tokenomics to get deflationary, or at least not really get inflationary? This is the main key that I want to talk about in this update. And I want to show you some slides and come up with a decent conclusion and see what happened in this period and also in this one back in November of 2024. So remember this one, the tokenomics are going to get deflationary when the number of ICP burned tokens is going to surpass the number of ICP generated tokens. That's why we want to check out these two charts in November of 2024 and also January of 2025 and compare them together and see what happened. Now, in November of 2024, this was our chart, and as you can see in here, overall in this month, we have burned around 134,937 ICP tokens, which is great. Now, in terms of ICP generated tokens, it was around 1,628,541 ICP tokens. And again, you want to remember, in November of 2024, the price was actually going up, and I think we were somewhere around $15 to $17, $18, somewhere around those areas. Now, what about January of 2025? Well, in that period, this was our chart, and as you can see in here, we have burned overall around 264,000 827 ICP tokens. And right away, when you compare this number to this one, as you can see, we clearly had over 100% increase in ICP burn tokens. So you would think that tokenomics in here might actually be deflationary in January, right? Well, let's see what happened, because in the same period of time in here, we had around 1,914,467 ICP tokens generated. Now, if you want to know at a specific time period what was the tokenomics situation, you need to subtract the number of ICP generated tokens from the number of ICP burned tokens. And in November of 2024, that number was 1,493,604 ICP. In other words, in November of 2024, overall, we generated this amount of ICP token. What about January of 2025? Because we clearly had more ICP burned tokens, right? Well, you see, in this period, when you subtract these two numbers, you come up with this one, 1,649,640 tokens, which is clearly about 8% more than this number right in here. So what happened? Basically, as we went forward in ICP, the tokenomics, not only they didn't get deflationary, they got actually inflationary. So the question is this necessarily a very, very bad sign? Not really. You see, to me, the main message of these numbers is that at the moment, the real world adoption in ICP is there, but it's definitely not enough, and we need to see more real world adoption. Okay, the reason that I am so much focusing on this phrase is because we have seen the examples of it in other projects being absolutely successful. And I think one very clear example, in case that you have been following my channel, is Algorand and maybe TravelX. The people who are selling their tickets there do not care even just a little bit at any given moment what is the price of Algorand token. No, they want to sell their tickets, and in that process, they pay the fee by Algorand token or their stablecoin or whatever. The point that I'm trying to make is this: with real world adoption, your network usage is going to remain relatively high at all the time. Basically, the reason for why in November of 2024 the tokenomics situation was overall better than this period in January was because of the price going up and the hype around it. When you see an increase in price, you naturally see an increase in network usage because more and more people are paying attention to ICP and they will use the network. But is this sustainable? I think we saw a clear example of it, and the answer is absolutely not. So it is definitely easy to talk about ICP burned tokens and say relative to the past, we have burned more and more ICP, and just simply run with that narrative. But we need to pay attention to the details. And if you are an investor, you need to actively search for negative points in your projects in order to have a complete understanding of what is happening in here. This is very, very important. And again, I want to be very clear. I still believe this is a great project. I think we are having real world adoption, but in terms of tokenomics, we are still unfortunately inflationary, but with a solid increase in real world adoption, this can easily change. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ICP tokenomics. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.